Channel, Arthura Hector Autumn Equinox and the Sacral Moment. During the autumn equinox of September 23, 2023, the gate of the sacred moment opens. The sacred moment comes into your life through a deep experience. This moment of sacred silence will bring about a lot of movement in your system. It is the start of awakening in unity, and it brings balance to duality. During the autumn equinox, the sun is directly above the equator and the day and night are of equal length. In this moment of unity, everything will be shrouded in silence, and perhaps you will sleep and experience this moment in dream time. You may have felt this moment of silence before, but it was more of a distant memory. Maybe your mind was somewhere else at that moment and you wandered off for a moment, but you will never forget this feeling of unity. Even if it was just a nanosecond. Divine moment. This sacred moment now emerges on earth, and a deep memory of a beautiful paradise emerges in your memory. The vibration of your consciousness may then become one with all that is divine. At one certain moment the entire earth will be immersed in this sacred moment. You will experience this consciously or unconsciously. Some are already being prepared and can pass on this sacral energy. The new earth is about love and unity. The battle in duality continues until it is no longer possible and ceases to exist. Many are now saying goodbye to the struggling warrior on the path of inequality. Hardening the hardened souls will take down their shield, because they are no longer afraid. The struggle of the old does not belong to the new earth. Those who idealize only one side will automatically distance themselves from those who want to live from the sacred. After all, they are multidimensional. Yet there is still a lot of confusion. Protect yourself from the sudden panic in a conflict. Withdraw and then calm down first. Don't judge. Let go of everything for a moment and come back to your own core. Go inside and first look behind the reasons why someone does or says something, before you put up your shield again and go to battle in a hardened layer. Are you deeply hurt? When you are deeply hurt, look carefully at the boundaries of your system. Is it outdated and no longer suits you? The sacred moment provides a new feeling of freedom and unity. In this energy you open your heart to everyone, but know that there are still many searching from a combative layer, and they will knock you over and hit you with their poisonous arrows where they can. Exactly where you feel the love flowing, they will fight it. Allergy to love energy. They don't know any better and act from an old impulse. The old pain in their system has become hardened and they attack anything that sounds different from what they preach. Step away from the hardened person when you have reached the sacred moment. Path of the deer. Please note that the sacred path may be discovered in layers, because how does that path proceed? This can also be a phase of instability. You cannot yet stay firmly in the light, but keep falling down into the lower emotions. Advice: walk the path of the earthly deer, from gentleness. See previous post. The sacred moment will lead you to a softness of vibration, which is very high and subtle. Some souls go back and forth. One moment they end up in love and are taken into the soft layer, but when they are attacked, their old boundaries resurface from hardening. They still have to learn to convert this old shield into a new protection of light. Wake up in stages. Waking up occurs in waves and phases. It can make you combative or even angry. You go to war against these souls who sleep or deceive you. Know that your trauma can play a role in this feeling of anger towards the outside world. You become offended when others do not treat you well or react differently. Know that you are part of duality and probably cannot oversee everything yet. Waking up in the next phase, your perspective increases as you realize how duality works and especially how you yourself work. Growing further in the awakening process is only possible if you are open to innovation and change within yourself. Many get stuck in a limited awakening process. This means that you continue to move in the warrior mentality and always keep kicking at the outside world or politics. Go within and see again and again who you really are. This never ends, and don't be too quick to think that you already know everything. Hypocrisy. Old wounds open, due to the situation in the outside world. This autumn the deer can guide you to a new experience of softness. Follow the path of softness and train yourself to look from a different layer. Don't just look at what the other person is doing to you, but also listen to the opponent's story. What do others say about you? Do you immediately react with hurt? Then take a step back and look at it from different angles. Adjust your opinion and expand your perspective. Through empathy you can experience much more. Develop this. Multidimensional. Some carry a cosmic light code in their DNA and they can make multidimensional contact and communicate. This gives a completely different view on certain situations. When this is opened in the higher frequency for you, you may continue to grow as a sacral being and experience transcendent experiences. Star children come here to Earth from a multidimensional world and carry this memory in their hearts. As a multidimensional being, you can become frustrated with others because you are not understood. Your intelligence responds differently to dual matters and your brain is wired differently. It doesn't just make other connections, it connects everything. You function in a completely different way, and those with cosmic gifts have a sacred connection with the world of light. When this awareness opens, it can cause confusion if the environment blocks it. The memories from the light world of what it could be like make you rebellious or depressed. Do not get confused with the dual laws and the laws from the light world, these are completely different. Keep these well separated, accept how duality works and realize how light can be experienced in this duality. You can do more than you think, you can ascend and work together with the light. Transcendent power. The ability to have a transcendent ability is present from an early age, and these children or adults often have transcendent experiences on a regular basis. Some are treated incorrectly by their teacher, psychiatrist, or counselor. They are given labels that are incorrect and then they are taught to make connections with the lower worlds. The parents of these children are often confused or even very hardened. When this person unlearns how to work with their transcendent abilities on Earth, they can end up in a downward spiral, in which suicide fulfills their last wish. The desire to be in the light becomes an obsession. Let it go and try to do good deeds on Earth. Help others, that is healing. Sacral and transcendent. The sacred moment will reach these people in the higher part of their consciousness and they will remember how this works. They rise to open like-minded souls in a multidimensional, sacred, and transcendent experience. They carry this DNA with light codes in their genes and in their higher consciousness. The earthly and the light will then come together and become one. Transcendent is living from softness, peace, silence, and joy. In addition, the human part also experiences emotions, and duality is very difficult for them. They are often not heard, understood, or seen in their higher state. When they withdraw and build their own temple or community, they can be themselves in peace. Aggression, a lot of anger, harsh words, or receiving thought patterns in a harsh way destroys their sacred energy. To protect themselves they can lash out and become completely upset. Hysteria as an outlet can arise when they become so overstimulated that nothing else is possible. This can especially occur in young people who are stuck in their adulthood. When blockages keep arising and they cannot spread their transcendent wings, they become psychologically confused and alienated from themselves. They will now ascend and release themselves from duality. Politics. The sacred moment will also have an impact in politics. The many shifts that are taking place are the preparation for a new wave of compassion. It reinforces the searching way that now goes up and down in waves. A new circle of awareness and compassion is increasingly emerging. Continue to have faith in a new world and try to move the sacred thoughts to a higher level. Distrust and negativity maintain the old, which causes everything to block. Feel carefully what you stand for. Is it the soft sacred energy that is subtly present, or do you choose the hard approach of rejection and disbelief? Renewal means painting a new picture for what is yet to come. If you paint everything black and dark, then you remain stuck in a traumatic world full of pain. It is everyone's choice which world will be formed, and it starts in the thoughts of one person. What do you broadcast? Trust or distrust, and what does the energy you experience feel like? Is your voice hard and loud when you speak or soft and loving?